Well, the first thing that I remember was me and Jonathan coming back from Turley with our dinghy, and came back to Hoe Bridge, and there was this big yellow vehicle on the bridge, which was an amphibious vehicle. And as soon as we realised what it was, we both looked at each other and tried to go back the other way, but we had to stop. It was the press, and they were running towards us with a microphone. And it was the usual negative story, which they love to put forward. And the first question was something like, "So how are you suffering in the floods?" And we just sort of said, "Well, actually, we're not suffering. We're having quite a nice time, thank you very much. And we've got everything we need, and the people have been wonderful." And he was most disappointed and turned away to try and find somebody else who was suffering a bit better, like the bloke at the pub who did a good job. So the point is that there's an awful lot of good stuff that happens in the floods, and that's what we're trying to get across.
Like even at Hoe Bridge, where we don't have a flood defence, even if the house is flooded, it still feels like it's a beautiful event in a lot of ways. I mean, it's the reflections in the water are all around you. I mean, we're literally an island when it's a big flood. So it's very quiet. There's no traffic because they can't get across the bridge, and it's very peaceful. It's nice to go out. Sometimes we go out in the dinghy and just row around the fields and look back at the house.
Take a bottle of beer.
Take a bottle of beer sometimes, yes. So there are some positive aspects to it, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We used to live on a narrowboat for 15 years, and then eventually moved into the house. But so I think we've got a bit of a connection with water.
Yeah, I'd say that we really love water, basically, whether it's in the house or outside. Under the boat.
Well, I don't love it in the house. I can't say I love it in the house.
Well,
really.
some of it though.
No, but anyway.
The sparkles on the ceiling are just beautiful.
Yeah, there are a few sort of animal encounters that happen. In 2007, when the water went down, we found a frog in the kitchen on the pipe where the dishwasher had been. The local landlord keeps his sheep on the pub terrace because their field is flooded, so he brings them up.
Yeah, they're really cute there. They're really quite happy, just looking around at everything.
So, I mean, you've got to adapt to if you live somewhere that floods, you've got to be accepting of it, because it does happen. But the beauty of it is part of a compensation for actually getting flooded.
Yeah, that's got to be true.